All right, so we are part 5 of the Algebra Adult Ed Extra Credit Packet. And this one's the rules of exponents. Anytime that there is a variable by itself, it's understood that it is to the first power. So I'm going to put a 1. So when you're multiplying, you just add the exponents. So 5, 6, 7, 8. We have c to the 8th for that one. And when you're dividing, you're going to subtract the exponents and leave them where there were more of the exponent. So 15 minus 3 is 12. They're going to stay on the top because there were more on the top. So m to the 12th, there is no bottom of the fraction, so it's going to stay like this. Number 3, when you have something like this where you have parentheses and a number outside, you multiply the exponents. So your answer is simply k to the 20th. And the top of this sheet does have all these rules just in case you forget some. Number 4, this one's pretty simple, that anything to the 0 power is 1. And number 5, there are parentheses next to each other, which means multiplication. So we're going to add the p's. We have 11 of them. And then for q's, we have 2 plus 5, which is 7. Number 6 is our last. And for the numbers, you're just going to reduce the fraction. And 45 divided by 5 is 9. That's going to stay on the top. The y's, 3 minus 3 is 0, so the y's go away. And for the z's, that bottom one is to the first power. 10 minus 1 is 9, and they're going to stay on the top because there were more originally on the top. So now we're going to go over to the next page. We are on the next page of part 5, and when you have something like this, the negative t would be negative 1t to the 7th. That's all raised to the third power. So negative 1 raised to the third would be negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1. So the result of that is just negative 1. And then t to the 7th raised to the third power would be t to the 21st because of those parentheses. Now this next one, number 8, g to the 0. That's just 1 because anything to the 0 power is 1. So your answer is just 3f to the third. 3 times 1 is 3, so that doesn't change your front number. Number 9, we've got parentheses again, and we're going to multiply the numbers. 4 times 15 for 60. And now we're going to add the exponents. We have 5 h's and then another 3 for 8. Then 3 k's and another 2 for 5. Number 10, we're going to reduce the fraction. 12 over 36, if you reduce that by 12, you have 1/3. And for the a's, 4 on the top and 1 on the bottom, so you have 3 on the top when you subtract. For the b's, you have 6 on the top and 2 on the bottom, so there are 4 left on the top. And you just have a c on the bottom, so that needs to stay in your answer because there's no way to simplify that. This next one, 11, is interesting. You have an expression raised to the 4th power. 3 to the 4th power, remember, would be 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So that's going to be 81. And m to the 2nd raised to the 4th is m to the 8th. And n raised to the 4th power is just n to the 4th because remember, you have an exponent of 1, and if you multiply them, they give you 4. Number 12 cancels out because anything to the 0 power is 1, so if we raise everything in there to the 0 power, your answer is 1. We've got 3 more left. Number 13, we're going to just multiply the numbers left to right. Negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. Negative 10 times negative 3 is positive 30. We're going to look at the a's. We have 2 and then another 1, so 3. For the b's, 1, another 2, and another 1, so 4 of them, and then just 1 c. 14, that set of parentheses raised to the 0 power, that turns into a 1. So this whole thing is 1. 4x times 1 is just 4x. And finally 15, which is more complex. In order of operations, we do the exponents first, so we have to do that third power on the right expression first. So we still have 3x to the 4th y on the left. And when we raise everything to the third power, 2 to the third is 8. And y squared to the third is y to the sixth. So now you can do your multiplication and add your exponents. 3 times 8 for 24. The x to the fourth stays in your answer because there's nothing to combine it with. And this one on the left is y to the first, times y to the sixth is y to the seventh. So this concludes part 5 of the AccuPlacer Extra Credit Review.